Welcome to the Bourbon Doctors. I'm Chad. This is Albert.
Today,
What are we doing today, man?
we got 6 bourbons that we kind of regret.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if it's regret, disappointment. These are 6 bourbons we were not happy with. How about that?
Yeah. It's like anything in life. There's going to be times you regret shit, and there's times
going
you're
to be times
disappointed.
Yeah, disappointed.
And you regret things.
And you can
But
regret
in
them
this case, we're talking about bourbon.
Yeah. And it could be because we regret the flavor, we regret the price, we regret the
Yeah,
whatever it is.
Whatever
right?
it is. We're going to tell you why, and why you maybe shouldn't buy them.
Maybe it's really just 6 bourbons we don't think you should buy? Even that.
Here's what I'd say. It's 6 bourbons I'm not buying again.
There you go. I think that's it. It's 6 bourbons. I'm not buying again. You got
6
that
bourbons
right.
I'm not buying again. Maybe that's what we'll call it.
Maybe that's what we'll call it.
You want me to start? Or
Why don't you start?
Okay. And anyone who watches this, y'all know how I feel about this. I use this as an example. Anything that they finish in a cask that's not bourbon. This one is, what is this?
That's the
Cognac?
Cognac cask. And you and I both like cognac.
Cognac is better than when they throw it in a sherry cask or this or that. And the double barreled are generally pretty good. Like the
double barrel is the only one that I would.
for the toast.
Yeah.
So put it back in a bourbon bottle. But anytime they take a bourbon and put it in another cask of something else, I think it ruins it. That's my personal opinion. So I am not buying that again.
All right, that's fair. That's fair. The first one in my pick is a new bottle. It's the Driftless Glen out of Wisconsin.
And again, any small craft,
so this is
you're taking a risk.
This isn't a surprise maybe for me because I typically spout off about how I don't like small craft distilleries because their products are generally unfinished. So this is one I had. Typically, we don't get to sample our wares at our liquor stores. I know in some states like Kentucky, they'll have products out. You can sample them before
Tennessee,
we buy them.
did that too when I was there. Yeah.
We don't get that in Minnesota. I happened to be there while the distributor was there, and he offered to open up a bottle for me and poured me a sip. And I thought, this is pretty good for a craft distillery. Under $50, I'm in. This is pretty good stuff. Here's the catch. It's a single barrel product.
Yeah.
Right? And what's the danger with all single barrels? You might like one barrel, you might not like the other.
You may have one bottle that's really good and one that isn't because they come out of different barrels.
They come out of different barrels. I do not like this barrel. It is not very good. And this is one I will not buy again. The Driftless Glen.
So, and that we'll hit that some other time, the single barrel versus small batch argument, but we won't get too much into that now.
What else you got
for me? I'm gonna go here. This is just, it's just bad. Mm-hmm. I mean, we had it. It's just bad.
It's bad.
It tastes like sort of brown
water is what we called it before,
with a minimal flavoring, and the cask is really good.
Right, it's right up there.
Rebel cask strength is good, but if you're just going, hey,
straight,
I'm gonna get some cheap bourbon and let's try this Rebel Yell. Don't do it.
Don't do it.
I am not buying this again. I am not. It's just, it's not priced poorly or anything. It just tastes bad. It's like a bottle
bad
that you try and you go, I don't even really want to finish this. I don't even want to pour it in with lemonade or something like that.
Bourbon.
I'm not even sure if it's a great mixer.
Yeah.
So I'd stay away. I'm not buying it again.
Now, I will say, we are big fans of the Row. Lux Row, the distiller, in general.
Oh, very
big
good.
fans.
Yes.
This is bad bourbon.
This is bad bourbon. That one I'm not doing. Ezra Brooks is one of my favorites.
Yeah.
7 Year and Lux Row.
Love it.
But this, just don't do it.
Don't. So my next one. This is the Heaven's Door Redbreast collaboration, the Master Blenders Edition. I'm not even sure how much this is out in stores. I don't know how readily available it is.
It was like $100, wasn't it?
This was $100. Now, Heaven's Door bourbon, it's okay. Mm-hmm. We've had some bottles in the past. It's fine. It's not anything great. But I mean, Redbreast has such a reputation
for
Irish that I'm like, gotta try this, right? It's just not that good.
It's not worth it.
There's the catch. It is certainly not worth the $100. So in terms of this one, You know, if this were at a lower price point, maybe.
What number would you put it at before you say it's worth it?
Oh, this is like a $40 bourbon, I think.
Okay.
I mean, it's
That's
just nothing that knocks my socks off. And it, you know, I want to like it. I want to like it because I paid $100 for it. And I just don't love it that much.
You gotta like it.
And for $100, you know, they kind of told me, oh, we don't know how much of this we're going to get.
So you could get 2 bottles
so
of
I
Knob
got
Creek
one.
9, or you could get 2 bottles of Rare Breed.
It is not a bottle
really good
I will ever go back to. I don't even know if I'm going to drink that much of that bottle.
Okay.
Last one.
For me, is Kentucky Owl Wiseman. Now, this was $60.
It's a new bottle.
The Kentucky Owl I got at home, the confiscated, is like 120.
Yep.
Here's what I'll tell you. This isn't worth 60. That isn't worth 120. This is a $30 bottle of whiskey. That's maybe a $50 bottle of whiskey. We tried them against each other.
Yeah.
They're not bad.
The confiscated is a good whiskey, but not for 100.
It's 120. The Kentucky Owl products in general, in my opinion, are not worth the money you're paying for. And so this is one that I got to try, and it's one that I know is going to sit with about this much in it for quite a while, because there's going to be very few occasions where I go, I think I'll hit that tonight. You know, it's just not. And so this is a bottle that I'm not buying again.
That's fair. Mm-hmm. All right, you ready for this last one? This is going to be we're going to get some comments. We're going to get a lot of people. We're going to get some hate for this. Yeah. We're going to get some disagreement. This is
well, I don't even think I've even tried it.
Well, we'll take care of that today.
Yes.
E.H. Taylor single barrel. Okay, I have a long history of being on this show and not given a lot of love to the Buffalo Trace Distillery.
You have a long history of being on this show?
No, well, I mean a year. Okay. But pretty much every episode I'm on here going, I don't love Buffalo Trace Distillery, mostly because I think their prices are hyperinflated, right? They make some great products. I'm a fan of Buffalo Trace. I'm a fan of Weller. I think E.H. Taylor is...
The small batch I love.
The small batch is a good product, right? And it's not that this is overly expensive. This was $70. But how much is the regular E.H. Taylor if you can get it?
If
like
I can get it about $35,
$40?
$40 for the small batch if you can find it.
I was super excited because obviously this is like one of those bottles that you chase after, right? That you can, it's an allocated product that you're lucky if you can get it. I managed to get it. I opened it up. I had it and I went, nah, it's not really any better than the other E.H. Taylor. The small batch. So this was... When we talk about a disappointing whiskey, this was
try some.
A disappointing whiskey for me, and one that I don't think, I mean, as hard as it is to get it, I'm not going to go looking for it again.
Are you going to? Yeah, you're not going to buy it again.
I'm not going to buy it again.
That's the title. Not going to buy it again.
But here, you can certainly sample it.
That's good.
So there's our 6 bottles of whiskey that we...
So that was 70, you said.
That was $70. And, you know, $70 nowadays for a bottle of whiskey, that's not, like, over the top. But does it blow your doors off?
No, it's not overly complex. That's the thing. It's a little bit bland for $70.
For $70, they're way better
Actually, I like the small batch better. And like we said, it probably has to do with that barrel.
That barrel.
And as it did with your Driftless Glen.
Yep, absolutely. The whole thing of single barrels...
We'll get into that in a different episode.
Another episode.
Because I can tell you my thoughts, which are a little weird on that topic, but they are.
Are they weird? I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Remember it?
Well, anyway, there's 6 bottles that we're not going to buy again, and we don't recommend that you buy at all. But
if you want to try them, go for it. And if you think we're wrong, let us know.
Let us know.
Or if you have one that you said, man, I regret this, tell us. Because then we won't buy it.
Amen.
You know, or we may not agree with you. So,
all right, like, comment, subscribe, and
bourbon is for drinking.
Bourbon is for drinking, y'all.
Cheers. Everyone.